And the first one, the very first song I ever wrote, I was, I think, 13 or 14 when I wrote this song. And it stuck with me for a number of reasons. You'll probably guess the main reason once you hear it. It's called Maybe Someday. And I'm still waiting for that someday. When I think of all the songs I hear from those who live in fame, I wonder why I take my pen in hand. Then I think of a way to say exactly how I feel. Only hope you'll hear and understand it. I see myself on center stage, just me and my guitar. Bright light shining on my face. I'll sing the songs I wrote by hand and fill this world with love, and hope that my music doesn't go to waste. 'Cause I realize it's just a dream for somebody like me. I'm out here in a crowded world, not hardly seen. But maybe someday I'll be singled out, and then I'll be a star, remembering when. I see my simple life, just me and my guitar, and I wonder if my wish could come true. I know it isn't likely, so I guess I'll just hang around and play my songs for you. 'Cause I realize it's just a dream for somebody like me. I'm out here in a crowded world, not hardly seen. But who knows, maybe someday I'll be singled out, and then I'll be a star, remembering when. Thank you. Thank you. So we'll go from that, the first song I ever wrote, to a song I just wrote very recently and haven't even played in public yet. And I thought this would be a nice occasion to do that. This will pretty much talk to what I was saying before about me being influenced by the likes of James McMurtry and talking about not the most pleasant side of life. I call the song a song where an outlaw commits a good deed. And you'll see what I mean when you hear the song called A Town Too Small for a Name. Out on the road for what seemed like a year, he pulled off of Interstate 5. Signs left behind him were there to remind him he needed a break from his ride. Cut through the dusk to a small little town, one church, an old pub, and no lights. Pulled up to the bar, left his keys in the car, and brushed off the lonely old night. Yeah, he brushed off the lonely old night. He wasn't searching for an angel to be saved, but he found one just the same in a town too small for a name. He sat by himself and ordered a glass of the cheapest dry whiskey they had. Noticed a girl, her brown hair in curls, and wondered why she looked so sad. He caught her eye and decided to move to an empty stool next to her seat. He asked her name. She said, "It's all the same as whatever you want it to be." And he wasn't searching for an angel to be saved, but he found one just the same in a town too small for a name. She told him that she had a small room upstairs and they could have a drink there, where the dim light revealed what her dress had concealed, the marks of what made her so scared. He offered to help, told her, "Run to my car and ride with me to the next town." She laughed through her tears. She said, "My poor dear, there's no other town within sight." So back in the car, he left all alone, just like when he got there before. $50 lighter, enough to provide her. He left it there inside her door. Made his way back to that highway again, a smoking gun on his back seat. She couldn't come along, so he righted her wrongs as her fears lay dead in the street. Yeah, her fears now lay dead in the street. He wasn't searching for an angel to be saved, but he found one just the same in a town too small for a name. Thank you. Thanks very much. I'm going to move the mic here. That's probably going to make all kinds of noise. When I when I run out of good ideas, I'll fall back on writing a blues song. And this one I like a lot. I mentioned Mike Houston before. He showed me this chord, which is really just this chord. It's an E7th, but it's up here on the neck, and you can do a lot more fun things with it up here on the neck. And I told him, I said, I've written this blues song, and I used the chord that you showed me. And he said, well, don't feel bad. I stole it from Jimi Hendrix. So this is a song. If I just need to write something a little simpler, just to get me out of a funk, I'll try for a blues song. And I came up with this called "Beware of Dog." The sign says, "Beware of dog. His bark bites worse than his bark. Beware that mean old dog. He's sure to leave a mark. He's been tied up such a long time, but that rope is wearing thin. And he ain't gonna let you in." The sign says, "Beware of the dog. Don't try and toss him a bone. No bone will ever keep him away from protecting his home. Just turn around, leave him alone. Yeah, just turn around, son. Leave that mean old dog alone." The sign says, "Beware of dog." Better heed that good advice. He's on duty every morning, every noon and every night. Before you get too near, think twice. Yeah, before you get too near, you'd better think twice. Thank you. Wow. I've never heard that one. That's good. I'll do one more. One that's not a story song so much, because I was thinking about this, and all my story songs are not happy songs. So just to not bring things down too much to start the new year. I wrote this song recently that I've gotten some really good feedback on. That's very different from me, and this started with chords, a chord progression that I came up with at home. I recorded it on my phone, and a trip that I took, that same trip to Texas that I talked about earlier, I came up with the lyrics just listening to the tune over and over again on the phone. I came up with the lyrics on the plane. I used to write a lot on planes. I think because you're in this space where you got nothing else to do if you're not watching a monitor on the back of the seat in front of you. And because you're more focused, I find I could write better. So any aspiring songwriters out there that travel a lot. Keep that in mind. This one's called The Girl in the Garden. Out in the garden where flowers compete with the rainbows, she hums so softly in tranquility, whispers I love you to each flower by name, face to the heavens, she soaks in the rays. Her beauty is shared by everything there in the garden. She'd never leave for eternity. Quiet and still, yet able to move mighty mountains. Petals from sand, touch of her hand. Stay low and listen, sounds of the colors unfold. The girl in the garden, the sun shines in her hair of gold. Out in the garden where love is the path she has taken, shuffles her feet, such fragility. Her moves are subtle and always well measured. She has the power to keep her world so pure. So stay low and listen as sounds of the colors unfold. The girl in the garden, sun shines in her hair of gold. Girl in the garden, sun shines in her hair of gold. Thank you.
Thank you.